Good talk.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition to the Squatchable. No, not Squatchable. What else is? Oh, the Petty and
Petty.
Ill-Informed podcast, where we venture petty and ill-informed opinions about a variety of topics. I am your extremely tired host, and joining me is Nikki from somewhere,
Yep,
the
that's
red light
me.
district, probably.
Yeah, I'm a whore. A whore, I tell you.
Wow. And from down south, Tom. Tom, how are you?
I loved your stumbling out of the blocks there, Richard.
Yeah, start as you mean to go on. That's my moral,
Oh, well, we can't rely on Kevin to do all the talking tonight because he's not here.
No, I think he's still in Ireland.
Yeah.
I haven't actually heard from him.
I haven't either in a hot minute. I know they've got a lot going on.
We've got a lot going on, Kevin and Sam. Sam obviously preferring me over Nikki.
Whatever. We're engaged. Did you forget?
Bruh.
That's
Bruh.
that's gonna be my wife before she belongs to Kevin.
Sam don't marry anyone.
We're engaged. She gave me a ring. What is she giving to you?
Yeah.
An STD.
The only ring she'd ever give you is a phone call.
If she would even do that. Ain't nobody want to call you.
All right, brilliant. So, Tom, you want to bore the arse off us with a story about your summer holiday, right?
Yeah, I do, if I may. Yes.
Of course you may.
No, I've got it. It isn't. This is not just an ego. Me being an egotistical, and going on about what a wonderful time I've had over the past 6 weeks.
Did you say egotistical?
Yeah, it's a
Like
noun.
it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I like it. Okay.
Oh, I made that one up actually. I'm glad.
I appreciate it.
It has
well
one
done.
fan. Yeah, I should enter it into the Viz Profanosaurus really. I've had a couple of entries get into the Viz Profanosaurus, but we won't fall down that rabbit hole right now. No, I wanted to talk about something, and my pictures of the summer holiday were a quick gateway to do it. So earlier today, I went through a cross section of my pictures, and I sent them all in a group chat on Facebook to Nikki and Richard, and I'm hoping that Richard will be okay to load up the first one and in a separate window and share that screen, and then
I thought you were preparing a slideshow.
Oh no! Well, okay, I can do it. Can I? I've not shared a screen before, but there's no reason why I couldn't. If it will let me, I can take care of this. I can do this at my end. Shouldn't be rocket science, but then you wouldn't be then you wouldn't be in control of it.
Well, it would make more sense for you to be in control of it.
Oh, well, okay. Wow,
that's really sweet of you, Richard.
Okay.
He was giving you control to tell him to shut up.
Well, Tom wants to talk about this. Let him.
I'll present. Ooh, share screen. Ooh, God. I've got to try and make sure I know what I'm doing.
Close out your porn first, just FYI.
Yeah. Make sure your porn folder doesn't pop up over the
I haven't got a porn folder.
Pressing X to doubt.
Sure, mate.
Don't. Right, okay. Am I sharing my screen? Can you see my wonderful COVID test?
Yes.
Oh, you're pregnant. Okay, congrats.
There's a C, there's a U and an N missing between the C and the T.
I see that.
Okay, so I'm going to try and go through this at a breakneck speed and not bore everybody. Okay, so I'm a teacher. Teachers get about 6 weeks on holidays. For the first week, I was meant to be going walking with my dad and Richard. However, it didn't happen because I caught COVID. I was off sick for the last 2 days of work and all of the first week of the summer, but I was determined not to let it get me down. I watched it. I've been given this wonderful anime series, Full Metal Alchemist, and I took the opportunity to watch it in its entirety whilst isolating with COVID. So I made the most of the time.
Of course, you're a
Then,
weeb.
Well, yeah. There's no hope for me now. Not now. I've binge watched a full anime series. The Olympics were on this, and it's been really fun to watch that this summer, including seeing Andy Murray living by the sword and dying by the sword as he always did throughout his career. It didn't have the greatest tournament, but still went out with a lot of fun and had us on the edge of our seats to the last minute. So that was great. Then, please. God, my computer is so slow, it probably wasn't the best idea. Oh, it's stopped. It's decided not to show any more pictures. Come on. Oh, because the trouble is I'm using quite an old Chromebook for this. And now it's just showing all my chats. Come on, load that picture, you lame machine. Right, thank you. Yeah, this I really wasn't hoping, banking on it being slow and lagging and being rubbish. No, it's gone. Oh, what a waste of time. Never mind. It's going into my Facebook and it's what a shambles. What a shit show. Oh, you just can't get the stuff,
on,
can you,
I'll
Richard?
do it.
This has
I'll
gone
do
to. If it were, yeah, will it let you? I'm going to stop sharing because my thing is so
Okay.
rubbish. It's a joke. It's just this old Chromebook. It did warn. To be fair, it did warn
I
me.
love how
this,
you asked. Richard said it was fine, and then he decided he didn't want to do it. So give me a sec.
I thought Tom was going to do it. He said he was
No.
doing a slideshow.
No, he didn't. He said, "Hey, you can do the slideshow, and then you can cut me off from talking too much whenever I get to a picture. If I start rambling,
all
you
right,
can change the picture."
fine. Jesus,
Oh,
you
guys.
God damn it.
Sorry.
I do everything around here. Right, there.
Okay, if it will. Oh, thank you, Richard. That is so helpful. That's great. You're far better than I am. So, when I did finally come out of COVID, went on a little holiday to Norfolk, and there is a lovely lake.
Norfolk, did you see any cranes?
I'm not sure. That was a bird reserve. There's my son looking out of a window of a hide. And we went to a bird sanctuary, and there's some little kookaburras. Yep. They treated the animals very, very well and proudly so. They were proud of it, and we watched this lovely eagle display.
Okay, we just saw an image of a bird in a cage. All right, no. That is not treating birds well at all. Birds should not be caged under any circumstances ever. They have wings. They shouldn't be in cages.
You might be right.
I am right. How about I cut your legs off
You
then
make
say
fun of him for being vegan, but you're basically sounding like every PETA member ever right now.
how about I cut your legs off and then say I treat you well because I feed you every day? How about that?
I mean, so I don't have to work?
No, I'm still going to make you work.
Well, I mean, but what I'm saying is free room and board.
No, you'll be on a
Richard,
chain and you'll have to pay for everything.
Richard, you have. I must look up Peter's position on this. Maybe you're right. Maybe they say no birds should be caged.
They should be caged. They've got wings. Well, okay, ostriches, okay, and penguins, sure, cage them because they haven't got wings. But anything that can actually fly does not need to be caged.
No, pumpkin.
Shut up. What the hell is this?
It's done to you what it did to me. It's cut out of the pictures. It's done to you what it did to me. Yeah. there was this church in the middle of nowhere. I'm not very spiritual, but it was very, very peaceful to see. There's just by no towns at all. This massive, great stone church. There it is again.
Pretty.
That is pretty.
And that's where we were staying. Was right by this field. Beautiful sun.
Looks like Indiana. Honestly,
it was lovely. Richard, what is your mouse doing?
I'm moving it a lot to stop it from switching off.
Okay, right. Okay, we saw a castle. Orford, the town called Orford. Went to this castle. This was our eldest son was at Christian summer camp. It was just the three of us, me, my wife, and our other son. Yep. Next. And there's the son we did have with us, Reese, picking blackberries. He loves that. We've done so much of that this summer.
blackberries are great. I eat them right off the freaking bush. I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, but it's free. They're out in the wild.
Yeah, I used to have a bunch of them across the road from my house, and every year I'd go pick a bunch.
And that's where we were, and that's the National Trust map of where we were at, Orford Ness. And we had to take this little boat across that river that you can see. We booked it, went across. We had a lovely pub meal there. Went across in a boat, which is the next picture. There it was. That's the little boat, and we all went on that and bundled across. There we are. That's the three of us.
Your hair is wild.
Who's this
Your
twat?
hair.
There's always one, isn't it? Is that the one that
Reese.
keeps? Is that the one that keeps coming and interrupting?
No, that's the other one. That's Dan, who was at summer camp. Hopefully, putting the fear of God into him and getting him a bit calmer and quieter.
When you say summer camp, I hope you mean military school.
No, it was. Oh, that's a charming shot. I had a tooth out. Yeah, I had a tooth removed as soon as we got back from that holiday, and that hurt like hell. But I was determined not to let it get me down. And the next day, I crashed my car and did that massive big dent in it, and that actually wrote the vehicle off. So no more car. And we had to take the next little break we had. We had to go in a hire car. It took
You
a
sound
week.
like you're almost as bad a driver as Nikki is.
Shut up. I didn't wreck my car. I was able to navigate it between two guardrails.
You know, correction, you
But I
didn't wreck
didn't hit anything.
that car, but you have totaled another car.
Well, that's because someone hit me.
Uh-huh,
And, I was feeling a bit miserable and sorry for myself being in pain, and I thought I need to do something useful and productive. And I helped with Reese. We built this train track. That's just a small part of it, but we built a whole big train track. It's still there. He's been playing with it all summer.
Cool.
We're at about the 5th of August by now, and the pictures have gone again. God, it's crap. Mm-hmm. And that's both of our children. That was someone in the Facebook group where we met. Nikki is an artist called Anne, and she did those, and I gave those to my wife for her 40th birthday.
Nice.
Very much around the time we met Nikki and Richard, and all the pictures had come down because of the flooding that had happened last year. And this summer I was determined to hammer the nails into the walls and get the pictures back up, and we did. And it was great to be doing that. Really felt productive.
It felt good to hammer nails into a wall and put pictures up.
Yeah, that's me being productive, and that's me really achieving something that is I deserve a
I
medal.
understand, Tom. I get you.
That's
I'm neurodivergent as hell too.
quite an old picture.
First of all, neither of you are actually diagnosed, so just want that noted.
I am.
I have ADHD.
That's
I'm
not a thing. That is not a real thing. Okay,
Sure.
that is a completely made-up condition.
Meow.
CPTSD, MDD, anxiety. You know how it be. I got all the initials.
You can keep going, Richard. That's when my wife and I and the kids had a photo shoot. That's a few years old now. Yeah, finally put that picture back up. It's a lovely one of our cat, and that was a neighbor took that and just gave it. I can't remember why, but just had it made up in that and gave it to us.
That's cute. That's a sweet neighbor.
It's
That's
enormous.
a good
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah, just gave it to us in the. It's big. It's you can't really appreciate how big that is. It's about A3 size, maybe more.
Wow.
Lovely picture. More than life size. Yeah, and to thank him, I bought a book on eBay or something, like 1001 Greatest Photographs Ever or something like that, and gave that to him as a thank you. Yeah,
That's sweet.
so I finally got that one up on the wall, and we've had the picture not framed for years, and I finally got it framed and put that up on the wall. So this is, yeah. I'm not the one slowing this down. The internet's doing it. That's my friend Vicky. Met up with Vicky and loads of other people. Hannah, Reese, and I went again because Dan's the teenager. He likes to do his own thing a lot, but he will crop up in some of these pictures. I used to work with Vicky, but we've stayed in touch. We're still mates, and yeah, that's just a nice shot. It's the only one I had of everyone we met us in Casper's that day. Just met up with a load of old school friends. So that was another win.
You know, it really bothers me that when we met Kevin and Samara, I got no pictures with them.
Oh, well, are they opposed to that?
No, I don't. I think that we just weren't thinking about it. You know?
But we didn't really have time. We were in the middle of the 3.5 hour drive to get lunch.
Trip.
But yeah, but that was great to meet up with my old work friends.
The smile of a woman that is really uncomfortable and wishes a man would take his hand off of her.
Maybe. I hope not. Anyway, right. So that's meeting up with our cousins.
Looks like a fun group.
That is all these people were. That's meeting up with Hannah's family in London. That's all of our nieces and nephews on Hannah's side, or most of them. So you can see Reese, the one he's got his arm round is our other son, the one in the Tottenham AIA shirt in the middle. But all these people are getting far too old. I mean, the three on the left, they're two twins and a sister, and they're 18 and 21. And they would, you know, I've been around for the birth of all these children. Yeah. Oh, and I powered up my old Game Boy and took that on when we went on holiday. I took that with me, so it's great to do a bit of retro gaming. That's been fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, Reese at an outdoor gym that is up with Hannah's family in Dagenham in London.
I love a good outdoor gym. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, they're great.
I always want to play on them. They're like playgrounds for adults.
They are. I know it is so super. It's a great invention. This is the shittest castle ever. We went there. We just looked at that. Oh, well, we'll get on our way up from being with Hannah's family to going up further north. Let's go to this Deddington Castle. Okay, let's have a look. And we went there. You don't. There's all there is that sign, that mound of earth, and that is it. There is literally nothing there. You would have absolutely no way whatsoever of knowing that you were at a castle if it wasn't for that sign telling you it.
That's how most Roman forts are, to be fair. They're just hills.
Well, this is absolutely nothing. There's not a single stone remaining.
Wow.
It's unbelievable, but there you are. But it's just that placard.
So there might not have ever been a castle there. The tourist
they just put a placard there.
It's probably like, let's put a plaque here. Well, yeah, there was definitely a castle there. It was magnificent. You should have seen it. It was here yesterday, but it's just gone today. We don't know what happened to it, but it is here. Here's a plaque proving it.
It says that was Hannah's opinion of it. Yeah, another woman who doesn't want to be.
See, if we'd actually gone to the Lake District, that is the expression I would have had for any picture you took with me like that.
You just Photoshop you in.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good idea. I might do that. Good one. Okay, she seems happy.
We were at
she's not at the Invisible Castle anymore.
No, we're not. She's Invisible Castle. I'm going to quote that, Nikki. That's great. Invisible Castle. That it was our anniversary. We must have been on the 11th of August by now.
It's not an invisible castle. It's a castle only stupid people can't see.
That's true. You should be like, no, I can totally see it. You see it up there?
They should put that on the plaque. Only stupid people can't see this castle.
Yeah. Okay. Met up with an old friend of mine called Tim, and that's him and his wife Hannah. Their 2 kids, our 2 kids. Big old curry meal. It was actually ridiculously expensive and not the nicest. So that was a bit of a fail, but it was lovely to see them.
Thumbs down for that restaurant then.
Yeah, it was. It was not great. Oh, now this is went to Birmingham Sea Life Centre, and that because my wife's work, she went in a raffle. She won a year's annual pass to All Things Merlin, and that's they have loads of like days out all over the country, and so that was what part of this country was part of this part of the trip was for. That's why we went up further north, and we went to the Birmingham Sea Life Centre. It was amazing. I messaged you loads with stuff on the day, Richard.
I remember.
Yeah. That's a little tube you crawl through, and you can see that's kids distorted, obviously. Yeah, and then we went to Cadbury World. So this is the history of Cadbury's roses. Just a couple of
Delicious.
pictures.
I love Cadbury's roses.
Oh, you do? Oh, good.
Mm.
I used to, but can't have them anymore. But that's my choice and my own stupid fault.
Why can't you have them anymore?
They're not vegan. They're full of milk.
Oh
chocolate.
God!
I've never had a Cadbury rose, and also you're not going to kill a cow if you have like a chocolate bar every once in a while.
No, then I wouldn't be.
Then you'd be
Diet.
justifying yourself into all sorts
Vegans
of
lose their superpower if they don't stick to a vegan diet, though.
Well, I've got
I've
a
never had a Cadbury rose. Do I need to try one?
Oh,
Yeah. You could have had a twirl. I asked you to get me a twirl once in the gas station, and you didn't try it.
Oh, did I not?
No.
I'll get a twirl next time. Because we got to go shopping.
You should be
I've got a
very
vegan
careful.
chocolate bar I can eat now. I'm going to
about-
eat a vegan chocolate bar now.
People that would get you a twirl and give you a blowjob. That is a life lesson.
Can we keep going, Richard? I can't believe that I'm having to wait for you. That was not in the script. This was Cadbury's into the chocolate factory making chocolate footballs,
Nice.
selling chocolate footballs amongst other things.
Clearly just Easter eggs rebranded.
And this was a lovely view of so many ducks and Canadian geese around this the River Derwent going through Derby. That's where we were staying. That's the hub for these trips. And then we went to Alton Towers. That is a sort of a relic of the corkscrew, which was which I rode on years ago, which was one of the original roller coasters, or in the 1980s. The corkscrew was the big roller coaster in Britain, and they've memorialized a part of it, and I think that's great.
I haven't been to Alton Towers in years. I'm too old now.
No, you're not. My
No,
dad.
I mean, I'm literally too old. All the rides would give me motion sickness.
But what amazed me about Alton Towers was there was so much scenery, and this.
Yeah, I
Wonderful.
recognise that. You
are
walk through the
not
woods.
too old, first of all. I would love
I
to go to
agree.
Alton Towers. I've been wanting to for a really long time. But I was also going to say to everyone, wish Richard happy birthday. His birthday is on Tuesday.
Oh,
Nikki's is on Monday. Just
His
she's older
birthday's
than
on
me.
Tuesday, though.
Hers is
Many
on
happy
You
Monday.
guys should wish him specifically happy birthday.
You should wish Nikki a happy birthday.
He's getting old.
So is Nikki. Nikki's older than me. She's going to be 40 tomorrow on Monday.
You're going to be 40 on Tuesday.
Yeah, but you're going to be 40 on Monday. So Nina. Yeah, I remember. This is
that is
tough,
Alton
isn't it?
Towers itself. It's a stately home. This whole theme park's built around this stately home. If you want to
That's
go touring
beautiful.
around that, you have to book tickets in advance, and then they do it on certain days. But it's amazing. The setting of this theme park is like no other. It's all nature. And in the theme park, I bumped into this guy, Connor, a guy I work with. And
I don't believe
What
in
a
that
small
crap,
world.
Gabby. Virgos are naturally skeptical.
Mhm.
Have you been paying attention to chat, Richard?
Yeah, why?
Oh, okay. I've been over here giggling.
Yeah, I know. I've been reading it that you and Gabby are going to make a podcast and making fun of this podcast.
Yeah, but did you get the "This is my other son, not Reese"?
Yeah, I saw that. Not to Dan. Brilliant.
Yeah, well, that's Reese with Dougie because they had
Yeah.
he's very autistic and he loves kiddie stuff. That was our
Yeah.
new car. We got a new car, and it's a Seat with an estate. That's Hannah and I spent a lot of summer just relaxing and chilling like that.
That's
And that's,
awesome.
that was I took me at a local pub going out for a drink with my mate of mine called Rob. I
Oh, that
didn't get a
looks
picture of he and I,
dark.
but that was the pint I drank. It was brilliant.
That looks delicious. It looks super dark. I love me a good dark lager or beer.
Wicked. Well, make sure you get some when next time you have the opportunity.
I will.
That was my dad and I, and because with COVID and everything, we weren't able to do that walk that big holiday with the walks. We went out for just one walk for a single day, and it was really, really nice. And there's a couple of pictures from that.
Gabby wants to know if your car is the new car is the same as the other car.
No, not at all. It's completely different.
More blackberries.
Yeah, this time we took a little tub out of them and took some for the
Nice.
road. Okay, yeah, we've seen all this, done all these. Oh, there we are, blackberries. And that's my dad and I going on this coastal walk that we did between two towns called Sandwich and Deal on the Kent coast. And that's my dad and I. We both have the same hairdo and enjoyed some ice cream. Vegan ice
I
cream.
miss having hair.
Oh, pumpkin.
And that is I made got these boxes out of the garage that have been in there for about a year. A fire pit, screwed that together, game on, and then I'm amazed that nothing went disastrously wrong here. But by the light of that, I was putting together these raised flower beds, which I've only today finished varnishing. And yeah, we're down at Wigan Wildlife Park. We're on about the 21st of August, I think now. This is with my my family, my mum and dad, my sister's husband and their kids, so two of my nieces. We went to this place, Wigan Wildlife Park. It was brilliant. Love seeing the animals there.
What a beautiful bird, man.
Yeah, it is.
I want
It's a
to pet it.
rainbow lorikeet.
That's how I die. Me just trying to pet something that I shouldn't try to pet.
Yeah, you can pet it. It looks tame. It's got a tag. It's a rainbow lorikeet.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, it is. That's all of us. That's my dad and my mum putting the hat on. And that is Hannah's sister and Hannah's sister's bloke, and lots of nieces and nephews, more family time. That was to celebrate my birthday and Hannah's dad's birthday.
Yeah.
Having these cakes and candles and stuff. On my birthday itself now, this is 23rd of August, so a week ago, went to this little farm, lovely, petting these sheep, and
No.
there was some love. There was this horned ewe, a female sheep with and it had horns. Not that one. It'd be the next pick or so. And but that was amazing. I thought only rams had horns, but there was this ewe, and it had these two little lambs following around. It was so lovely.
Now, Gabby, I'd let you do a summer vacation side show. It's YouTube that won't let you do a vacation.
There they are. That's the one. That's the horned ewe and the two little lambs. They weren't that little, but it was great.
I should do a vacation slideshow in November.
Do. So there we are, back home at Whitstable. All the getaways are done, and that's where we live. Went in the sea so many times this summer. It's been great. We bought these goggles, and so able to do it without getting all this salt in your eyes. It was really,
Nice.
really fun. I was given that T-shirt by someone I used to work with. I met up with someone, Trudy, who's just left our place. And,
I need that shirt.
T-shirt. Absolutely love it.
I need it.
Totally true. And we did our first ever car boot sale. I really wanted to clear the garage out, and a big part of it was this. So
Is this y'all okay? Is this like a UK version of a yard sale?
No,
Yeah,
it's a flea market. It's a flea market.
Flea market. That's cool.
but it is. It's like a collective yard sale.
Okay.
No, it's a flea market. That's what a
My
flea market
community
is.
does that fairly regularly. Or they get
I know.
together and they do like
When I
a-
lived in America, I went to flea markets. It's a flea market. Everyone just brings all their stuff in their cars, sets up tables, and sells it.
Oh, there you go. Exactly, isn't that? Yeah, that's exactly it then. And that was us. I said to my kid, "You can have most of the profits if you can get your backside out of bed and help sell stuff." And he did, and he was really good. He negotiated, he
That's
haggled.
awesome because money is a really good way of motivating your child.
Well,
That's how I get crap done. Like that's the only reason I do anything is for money.
now what this was fun. Two little tales here, very quickly. When we were looking at this car, we switched it all on, and it had no. The sat nav wasn't working, and he said, "Oh, it needs a database." And he popped up in the glove compartment, and there he said, "No, you need to put the database in here, and these SD cards and the CD-ROM drive." I said, "Oh, does it play CDs?" He goes, "No." I said, "Oh, come on, it must do." He goes, "No, it's a CD-ROM drive for reading a navigation database that you haven't got, at least not yet. It does not play CDs." I went, "Oh, okay then," but it does. And I found that out because I'm in a birthday circle with some goth friends, and whenever it's one of our birthdays, everyone
With
shuts it
some
up.
goth friends.
Yeah, they're brilliant. I love them. And
What
we
the goth celebrate a birthday? Oh, another year closer to the grave, my brothers.
I'll remember to say that the next time. Next time it's someone's birthday. But I said what I'd done was I filmed my music collection, and I said, "What am I missing out on, guys? What am I not listening to that I should be?" And that's everything they got. They got me. They all clubbed together and chose all these between them. And that top one, that white, and that is Gary Newman. It's brilliant. And there it is. It plays. It flipping works. So
Heck
that
yeah.
guy. So that was.
So that
that's
guy
really-
just didn't know what he was talking about.
No. Goth's also got me a Rubik's Cube, which I'm able to dangle from my lanyard.
What? Why isn't it all black? If it's from a goth, why is it just lighter shades of black? I really feel like these aren't real goths. You've been conned.
No, but they're not. I know them in
You might want to
We
change
always-
pictures.
We used to go clubbing like 20 years ago and stuff.
Goths don't go what to a cemetery with candles and evanescence.
That's a goth club, so there was a goth night at this local pub.
Okay, no, these aren't goths. All right, these aren't goths. They can't be real goths if they go to nightclubs and drink beer and stuff instead of absinthe and fucking smoke frankincense.
Guys, next picture.
Mm.
Thank you.
Okay, this is just a couple of days ago now. More again in the sea. This time by the sunset. And I zoomed in a couple of times. This was this really did look nice. Yeah, keep it going, Richard, please.
That's beautiful. That's a great picture. That is a gorgeous picture. Well done.
Well, there's just my phone doing its thing. That's an out. If you just go to a couple more, please, Richard. There's a couple after this. This is as much as I've been able to clear out the garage. It is the most low-key gym in the entire world, but there it is. A couple of fitness machines that we can use if we want to. And
Y'all's garages are so little.
yep, well, everything's little
adorable.
around here. And this was today, where 30 years ago I bought Pincushion by ZZ Top after seeing them on Top of the Pops. And today I found in a charity shop the album 30 years ago to the year and got that. So point is, thanks for listening and putting up with that. It took a lot longer than I
Looks
thought
like
it would.
you had a lot of fun. Some beautiful
So
pictures.
it is
to
great.
pick
Now,
too.
my thank you, Nikki. It has been. We've certainly made the most of everything on all fronts. It's been great. So how to avoid a massive crash as I go back to work, because I really don't want to do that. I don't want, and to be fair, I don't. I'm trying my best not to feel, oh, go back to work. I really want to be as optimistic and positive about going back to work as I can possibly be. So I'm just trying to tell myself some sort of really positive messages, like look forward to seeing all your friends again. Look forward to building a new team. Remember that you do a very important job. That
You don't have to deal with that bitch anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know,
Well,
that old crazy homeless woman that accosted you on your way to work.
yeah, that's well. Hopefully not. I gather she's moved town. That's all it is. Just to say, I'm very, I'm just very happy about everything that's happened this summer. And I'm determined to stay happy. I'm determined not to be, oh God, here we go. Oh, so much to do. Oh, what if this goes wrong? What if this is going to go wrong? I mean, yes, things are not going to be things. I've managed to survive certain adversities this summer, haven't I? Like COVID and crashing the car and things like that. So I think I should. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to stay happy and stay excited about everything that's about life as a special needs teacher, because I've had a really, really good year so far. Even now finally. I loved what Gabby said when Gabby had a really, really bad go at me for daring to doubt myself as a teacher, not because she cared, not because of some sort of misguided wanting to make sure that I help myself in the right regard, but just because it was too much of a challenge to her worldview. For me to consider myself not very good at what I did. She took great exception to that, as an epistemological level or something like that. It was, philosophically, it was an imbalance to her way of thinking for me to dare to doubt myself as a teacher. It was a very special conversation and one I clearly remembered. Does that make any sense to anybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, so say two people who clearly know Gabby very well.
With Gabrielle. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're very familiar with her.
Yeah. So there we are. That's it, really. Just to say, just to say, I hope I've got the resilience I need. I hope I've got, I'm deep rooted. All of this is, when things go wrong, I need to have a calm and level head about it, and they will. There will be challenges. I do a very complicated and demanding job, and there's a lot to go wrong a lot of the time. And when it does, got to stay calm, keep a level head, whether it's my fault or not, and just manage things sensibly. So that's it, really. Just wanted to. Does anyone have any advice or hot tips as how I can best maintain my mental health as I return to work? I think I'll be okay, but I wonder if Nikki, Richard, any ingenious suggestions? Put chili sauce on everything, Nikki. Breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
Snort tobacco off the dashboard before I go into work.
I'm not really the person to talk to about mental health. Mine has been really struggling, but I do find that taking moments and just being in silence and just trying to I'm trying to think of the word for it, just trying to picture my idea for the day and kind of set intentions helps me out a lot.
Right.
Journaling helps me too when I do it. I don't do it like I should, but it does help just to even just have someone to talk to helps too. I don't know.
Well,
you're gonna be great though. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace.
I will. Thanks, Nikki. I will try to do that, because I'm not always good at the best being. I'm not always the best at being kind to myself when things do go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm that way too. I beat myself up pretty hard when things don't work.
Yeah, maybe that's like an ADHD thing. Do you ever suffer from RSJ, Nikki, rejection sensitive, RSD, rejection sensitive dysphoria, do you think?
I'm not sure what exactly is that.
Well, it's
It's a
just what it
made up
says on-
TikTok thing. It's not real.
Yes, it is. It's just it's an aspect of ADHD where you just get panicky and anxious that you're upsetting people all the time.
That's a really dumb
I
thing to have.
do actually. I think that's a good part of my anxiety, but that was just because, I'm starting to learn more about the way I'm wired, but I was always wired to be the responsible one, to take care of other people's mental health, their day, all of that stuff. And so when I don't feel like someone, like I don't know, when I don't feel like I'm helping someone the way I need to, or I don't feel like I can help someone, there's like a big deal in my brain about it. But I also, I'm constantly worried that I'm disappointing people. I think that that's normal for people with anxiety, though, and just
Yeah.
especially CPTSD, because it's kind of a trauma response to like worry that you're not doing good enough.
Yeah. It makes a huge amount of sense.
Yeah.
When you to put it like that. That's I don't know. I didn't have a lot of friends as a teenager. I had a couple of pretty good ones, but in a lot of situations I was in, I really didn't fit in, especially at school. So I think I've always had a bit of a hang up about that. Hang up about just being the loser, the one on the outside.
Yeah, see, mine's I don't think I ever felt like a loser per se. I've always had a kind of comfortable confidence in my own personality kind of thing. I think mine is just I am a perpetual people pleaser, and I will disregard my own needs and feelings and thoughts to make not always, like I'm not gonna bend on something that I'm I'm convicted about. I'm not gonna rest aside my convictions for somebody else. But yeah, I've definitely, bent and just I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
And if I can't make a person happy, it like destroys me because I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Oh.
Luckily though, I'm a very genuine person. I say shit that a lot of people wouldn't say out loud, but somehow that surrounds me with people who are respectful, and I guess they appreciate it. So I am always surrounded by people that I appreciate for their openness, and they appreciate me for the same. I mean, like, you and I started talking, and immediately I was like, hey, if you're going to be a creep, fuck off.
Yeah, well, I'd had to have been playing a pretty darn long game if I was. How I bet it's about 3 years since we've known each other. I think we
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Oh, hang
Yeah.
on. Is it
SoFlo said that he didn't fit in either. I get that. I'm not saying I'm ever a popular kid. I don't think any of us on here that have ever been on the podcast were popular kids. I was in sport.
yeah, that would fit.
Kid. Yeah.
Is
God,
there
I'll
a
tell you what.
moment from this summer holiday that makes you happier than the other moments, Tom?
No, not one single thing. I don't think that of all of those, what
You need an ultra specific memory that's really joyful.
When you think about being happy on your vacation, what's the first memory that pops into your head?
Boom, what Nikki said.
It's probably those sunset pictures, because there is so much that's to love about that. Just
I'm such a lover of water, and there's something I think majestic and powerful about a sunset or a sunrise over an ocean. or a beach of any kind. Like it's just
Yeah.
I think it's awe inspiring, honestly.
So, all right. So that memory is your happiest memory.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
'cause
So
it
what
was,
you want to
we were all
do
having a... Go on.
in your head, you want to take that memory, you want to wrap it in cotton wool in your head, you want to put it in a shoebox and leave that shoebox in your head. And then when you feel start to get miserable, go into your head, pull out the shoebox, open the shoebox, take out the memory from the cotton wool, look at it, smile, wrap it back in cotton wool, put it back in the box, and put it back in your head.
That's a really good anxiety hack
Yeah,
too. That's nice.
I'm pretty. Now that's not only is that lovely, that's a very pleasant surprise. I was just waiting for you to sabotage it. in
Yeah, I was
classical
really waiting for him to say some
style.
stupid crap at the end. And
I was
then-
waiting for you two to finish so I could interject because you asked me a
Well,
serious question, so I was going to give you a
yeah,
serious
I was
answer.
on.
Right, all right, fine. Imagine running over all your enemies in a combine harvester in Minecraft. All right, there. You happy? Moving on. See if I bloody
No,
ever
not in
do you a
Minecraft. I just-
favor again.
No, I really was waiting for him to be like, and then
mean-
take the memory out of the wool and shove it up your ass.
I thought he was going to say, and then imagine, then take a dump in that shoebox or something like that. I was honestly waiting for him to say that. Now imagine your
Once
current
he talked about pulling it out, I understood. I understood where it was going. That it was actually a grounding.
It's lovely. It's too lovely.
is.
It's you've been more lovely than ever, Richard. This is amazing. I was honestly waiting for him to say, and then imagine that get that lovely memory out and wrap it in cotton wool, and then imagine your new memory taking a dump in that box, absolutely obliterating the old one. That's my
Look, when you ask me something serious that you need serious help with,
Yeah, he's.
I
really
will
good.
give you a serious answer, okay? And I've always given you props for completing your album because it was a really big deal, and I am proud of you for doing that. And there is nothing worse than going to do something after a period of relaxation and joy, and then you've got to go do something bad you don't really want to do. And we can all sympathize with that. So I just gave you a technique that was given to
I'm
me
very-
by my support group.
Well, I am very, very touched and humbled. Thank you very much, Richard. I am going to do that. I'm going to treasure that memory of being up the sun at sunset, capturing the moment, and what a lovely time the kids all had together, diving around in the sea, jumping off the rocks and going in the sea. It really was lovely and special.
But you got to wrap it in
not
cotton
the
wool and
box.
put it in the box, or it don't work.
Jumping off the groins. Yeah, it was great. Thanks, man. So,
All right, you wanted to whine about Oasis. Go.
yes, I did. I really, really did. I'm guessing. Okay, I'm gonna make this really quick. When have we heard that before?
So I love your sex tape.
Who told? Basically, a couple of weeks ago, one of Britain's biggest bands ever, Oasis, announced that they were reforming, having split after a fallout in France in 2009. But I have had some massive issues with this reunion. Firstly, as far as I know, they were a very working class band. I'm proud of having their working class roots. Well, the amount of money they're making out of this reunion tour, Thatcher, the amount they're raking in. Ticketmaster are selling all these tickets. I've been reading about their dynamic pricing they have algorithms that as the price and they're basically saying, oh, it's not us, it's the computer's done it. As the tickets run out, the demand is still escalating. The price goes up, and they're doing that. The last tickets, it's all sold out in a day. The tickets have been horrendously expensive. Thirdly, the reunion is between the brothers Noel and Liam Gallagher, and they're talking about the Oasis reunion. None of the other band members are getting a look in. No, I mean, I haven't seen any mention of whether or not all the other members of the band. I mean, these two you're used to the front man being the lead figure in a band, yes, but these guys, Liam and Noel, they overshadow everyone else terribly. They are not, whether the rest of the band are involved in the reunion doesn't seem to have been mentioned. I think it's outrageous. Also, immediately, as soon as the first tickets were sold in this fan pre-sale thing the day before, as soon as that happened, tickets appeared on eBay and touting websites like that for 40 times the cover price. And what that's Oasis have come out and spoken, and they've said, Liam and Noel, they've said, what are you doing? You can't do this. Any tickets that are resold like that, we will be invalidated. But that just punishes the fans that are desperate to get these things. I mean, imagine that, paying 40 times more than the original ticket just to go and see them, and you get there like, oh no, you bought this ticket illegally, you bought this ticket through an unofficial method, even though it's a legitimate ticket and not a fake. You're not coming in. I mean, that would be the rock bottom. That would, and so that idea of theirs just punishes the fans. And it isn't. I don't blame them for any of this. I am so glad I'm not a fan of Oasis, because what is going on.
Can I talk now? Are you done?
No, I'm not actually. No,
All right, carry on.
One final point. What I could not believe, I was watching BBC News this morning, and they were going with this group of people who'd met at a coffee bar in London. I think the BBC had orchestrated this event themselves, and it was legitimate. There were all these people with their iPads and their phones trying to get in the queue for Oasis tickets, and they were all at different stages of the queue. One person was positioned 76,000, or one was 58,000 in this virtual queue on Ticketmaster's website. My mate's brother couldn't even get on the website. Trying to get tickets for this. But what really got me, this was one twat. There's this one guy who was being an absolute bellend. They go around all these people and say, and there's one person here who is actually feeling pretty happy right now. And I can't remember his name. That's probably for the best. It's probably all over. It will be on Twitter. This guy, I don't use Twitter, but if anyone does, they'll be able to find this guy on Twitter, I'm sure. But people would have been tweeting and outraged about this. He just goes, "Oh, I got my tickets in the pre-sale the day before, so I've already got mine. So I'm just here enjoying everyone else panicking." And I was like, "What the fuck? Did that? Did he really just say that?" And then the presenter of the show called him out on it. And they said, "What So what did he just say?" And the presenter of BBC Breakfast was in shock horror at this guy, and I just could not believe it. What an absolute nasty thing to say. What a git. Doesn't deserve a bloody ticket. He should fuck off. If Oasis wanted to do one thing to make this whole situation better, they could find this guy and find his ticket number and cancel that one. So he turns up on that and says, "No, you were a knob to all the rest of the decent Oasis fans. You don't get yours. You're not coming in. Bugger off." Richard, sorry, I rant over. It's not often I go on a rant. But
okay, to your first point, that Ticketmaster was raising the tax, the prices, the more demand went up. That's basic capitalism.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's supply and demand. That's how the system works. There's nothing wrong with it doing it that way.
Yeah.
To the rest of it, the entire reason they're doing it is probably for money, because like the Spice Girls a few years ago when they did their We're Skint tour, you know, it's that Victoria wasn't a part of that because she married David Beckham, so she was minted for life. The others had to do it because they were skint now. I mean, Mel B has been bloody doing Britain's Got Talent. That's how desperate for money she's been. So yeah, so that's why they're doing the tour, because they need money.
Yeah. Are they being open and honest about that?
Who?
I mean, is that something are they even pretending to hide? You know, pretend that it's anything other than that, other than they're desperate for cash, or they've been offered huge millions to do this?
Who, the Spice Girls?
No,
Or Oasis?
well, both actually. Were the Spice Girls open and honest about it?
Probably not. They'll probably be saying, "Oh, we really feel like the time is right for us to do another tour to get back together." But yeah, the reason is their skin. That's the only reason they'd do it. Oasis is like if the Beatles had two John Lennons. Look, John Lennon is a piece of shit. SoFlo, okay? The Mark
Great
Chapman.
songwriter.
Mark Chapman deserves, a knighthood in Minecraft. John Lennon was an absolute scumbag.
Was he really? Why do we say that? I'm not familiar enough with it.
He abandoned his son. You don't need anything other than that. He had all the money in the world. He didn't need to. He just did it and legged it to America. So screw him.
How old was his son?
About 8 or 9.
Oh. What? Oh, I don't know. I don't know my Beatles gossip history. Who was the kid's? Who was the kid's mum?
Not Yoko Ono.
No, clearly. I wonder who it was.
He's just a fucking preening narcissist. I hate John Lennon. Like, with the fiery passion of 1,000 Suns. I totally get Mark Chapman's point of view as well. After I read The Catcher in the Rye, I would shoot someone as well.
Running out of time, but who is Mark Chapman? So you're going to have to educate
the guy that shot John Lennon. What?
Oh, sorry, I wouldn't have taken a genius to join the fucking dots there. Was he a crazed fan, or did he despise John Lennon, or what?
No, I don't know. He read The Catcher in the Rye and decided to shoot John Lennon. Was his story.
Oh, okay. No, so I'm allowed to be uninformed. Or I wouldn't be here.
It is a really bad book, to be fair to him. Like, it is a terrible book. So, yeah, I definitely want to shoot someone after reading it, but...
Oh, man. It's a classic, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't. How long ago was it written?
Did you not have to read it in school? I had to read it in school. I had to read Dan of Mice and Men.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did of Mice and Men.
And a lot of Shakespeare.
I rather like that. I did 12.
Yeah, Mice and Men's great.
I really liked that.
We did Romeo and Juliet and Midsummer's Night's Dream and what was the other one? Tempest.
It's Tempest. I don't know. I'm sorry. Again, miserably ill-informed. I know very little.
This is Shakespeare, Tom. How can you not know Shakespeare?
I know a lot about like animals and a fair bit about history and Stalingrad and stuff and the history of video games, and I can quote a lot of Blackadder and a lot of Metallica, but I don't know an awful lot of Shakespeare. I'm educated in some ways. I've got a master's in propaganda, but Shakespeare is not my area of expertise though, because I stopped doing English at GCSE, and all we'd done, the only Shakespeare I'd encountered there is the only Shakespeare I'd encountered was Twelfth Night. I've watched the Macbeth with Michael Fassbender, and I've watched it 2 or 3 times, and I do like it, but I don't fully understand all of it. And yes, I did have to have the Wikipedia article open on my laptop alongside me just to have some semblance of a clue as to what was actually going on. And the other one, I should know King Lear, because I did King Lear in a politics class about the abuse of power, and but I didn't I didn't write an essay on King Lear, so I didn't really get into it, and didn't really give it enough do enough justice with it, to be completely honest. Naughty.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else to say anything before you wrap up?
No?
No. Thank you very much. You've humoured me a lot tonight, both of you, and SoFlo and Kiabi and everyone in the chat as well. So thank you, everyone.
All right. Well, that'll wrap us up for this week. We will return next week, despite the hopes of many. It's good night from them, and it's good night from me. Good night, everyone.
Night.